we are at the Pennsylvania historic marker for the Girl Scout cookies. This is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. On November 11th, 1932, Girl Scouts baked and sold cookies for the first time in the windows of the Philadelphia Gas and Electric Company here. Let me make a note that this was the first commercial sales. They actually went back as far as, I believe, 1917. This endeavor soon became a Philadelphia tradition. In 1936, the Girl Scouts of the USA adopted the annual national cookie sale as a national program. This video is submitted by Colleen of Colleen Unvarnished, and that's both her YouTube page and her Instagram. So if you haven't checked her out yet, please do so. Subscribe to her channel. She's got a bunch of new, I think 4 new videos that she just put up recently. Really awesome, very knowledgeable, very well edited videos. So thank you, Colleen, and let's go on to more historic information, hometown history about the Girl Scout cookies and the Girl Scouts. Alright, so today we're talking about the Girl Scout cookies off of the Pennsylvania historic marker. We're also going to talk a little bit about the Girl Scouts themselves, some of their history, just some of the basics, and just what a cool organization they are. So on the historic marker, it talks about 1932, I think November 11th, is the first day that they sold Girl Scout cookies. It's not entirely true. That was, in 1932, was the first time they commercially sold the cookies. They actually started cookie sales by an individual Girl Scout unit in December of 1917. It was the Mistletoe Troop in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I'm probably butchering that, sorry. In 1922, the Girl Scout magazine, The American Girl, suggested cookie sales as a fundraiser and provided simple sugar cookie recipes from Girl Scouts of Chicago. In 1933, or it would be 1932, they had the date wrong here. The Girl Scouts in Philadelphia organized the first commercial sales, and that would have been November 11th, 1932. They actually continued in 1936. They started licensing them to commercial bakeries, and that's where they sort of really took off. And they had, I forget how many types they had, maybe like 4 or so, and then they added 2, one of which was my favorite, the Thin Mints, which I think a lot of people, that's their favorite. So they had 6 types of cookies were being sold nationwide by 1956. And a cool note as well, during World War II, excuse me, they were actually selling calendars in addition to cookies because of the shortages of flour, sugar, and butter. And in 1943, there were 48 cookies per box. So a lot of cool history. They did a lot of things at different times to help with different organizations, including themselves. Like percentage-wise, I think they wound out, the Girl Scouts actually got like 40%, and then it was like 20% to the actual individual Girl Scout clubs, or whatever you want to call them, and then the rest went to the bakeries. But yeah, it's a pretty neat thing, and I think we all have rather fond memories of the cookies, no matter which one is your favorite. This is another thing I'd like to actually talk to. They had the 5 skills of the cookie program that they feel that would develop for the girls that they'll be able to use throughout their lives: goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. So they constantly were trying to build up these girls, and this was another opportunity. It's not just about raising money, but it's about raising young women that would become extraordinary women as they progressed in age, and they would be able to do all kinds of things. And it was just one of those programs, these organizations that helped with financial literacy and help the girls to get things taught to them that maybe otherwise wouldn't. But anyway, so we're going to talk here about the Girl Scouts here themselves as well. Alright, so the Girl Scouts of the United States of America, which is what is commonly referred to simply as Girl Scouts. This is a young person's organization for girls in the United States and American girls living abroad. This organization was founded in 1912 by Juliet Gordon Lowe, and she got the idea after she met a Robert Baden Powell, who was the founder of Scouting in 1911. And upon returning to Savannah, Georgia, she telephoned a distant cousin saying, "I've got something for the girls of Savannah and all of America and all the world, and we're going to start it tonight." So the Girl Scouts is an organization that prepares girls to empower themselves and promotes compassion, courage, confidence, character, leadership, entrepreneurship, and active citizenship through activities involving camping, community service, learning first aid, and earning badges by acquiring practical skills. They have several different special awards, including the Girl Scout Gold, Silver, and Bronze awards. Like I had said before, they were started in 1912, and it said it had grown to a peak of 3.7 million members. Another interesting tidbit is she tried to join with several different organizations to grow the Girl Scouts, which I guess they were originally called the Girl Guides. And there is another organization called Girl Scouts of America, which was founded in Des Moines, Iowa by a Clara Leicester Lane. And she thought that their similarities would make this easier, but Leicester Lane felt that Daisy copycatted her organization and threatened to sue. Ultimately, they ran out of funds, and it went to its eventual demise. They, in 1913, changed its name to Girl Scouts of the United States, and they moved its headquarters to Washington, D.C., and then in 1915, the organization incorporated, and the national headquarters was moved to New York City. The name reached its current form, Girl Scouts of the United States of America, in 1947, and March 16, 1950, they were given a congressional charter. They started with 18 members and have grown to the extraordinary heights that they are now. And once again, this is an organization that really promotes girls and empowers them to learn these life-changing skills that a lot of times people just don't know. And it helps them to become productive members of society and good people. So that's a little bit of a synopsis and a little bit of a history of the Girl Scouts of America and the cookies we all love, the Girl Scout cookies, and what their purpose is. And it's more than just a snack. It's actually a training purpose, and it's helping to build these young girls into extraordinary young women. Thanks, everybody, and as always, thanks for coming along on this latest adventure of searching for more hometown history. And as always, we'll see you about town.